Hi guys, welcome back. This is Average Trainer here, bringing you the rematch between me and Jonathan. Now, Jonathan and me played that first match. He was said, I'm feeling those mons. I wasn't feeling those. So he said, you know what? We're having a rematch right now. Change up those mons and let's go. I was like, okay, all right, cool. So I grabbed some stuff from my box. Not the best idea, might have you. I slapped it up to the team. I was like, okay, let's go. I slapped in my Delphox, my Chestnut. I slapped in a Storm Drained, leftovers, physically special defensive Cradilly, Banded Haxorus, Assault Vest Kling Klang, and a Star Rafter. Scarf Rafters. So, let's see what Jonathan has on his team. He switched it up a bit too. Has a Mince, that's what I thought it was going in. Some Snorlax action, Big Boss. Gliscor, the bane of my existence. A Florges. This is the first time I was battling Florges, and I was pretty stoked to be battling a Florges for the very first time. I want to see what. I know it does Wish, Protect stuff, and has Moo Blast, but I've never seen one in actual battling against one, so I was pretty stoked to see that. Also, Trevenant and the Sticky Web Galvantula. So, let's not waste any time and get straight into the battle. Jonathan, the rematch. So, you know who I leave it. Delphox, the king, the man, the hour. I know this was coming, so I waste no time. I know he's going to set up that sticky web, and I go straight for the mystical fly. I'm playing no games. I want it outdone, finish. I want to get rid of this Galvantula because it caused me so much trouble last match. So I get rid of that. The special attack drop that does neutral damage. Delphox just eating up those bugs. Take it out. And the second mystical fire. And Delphox looking, clean, looking cool, looking calm, collected. Know what's doing. I go for the protect, seeing what this Dragonite Salamence do, and it Dragon Dances on me. I was like, nigga, you don't Dragon Dance on Delphox, boy! He hasn't learned what you should not do on Delphox. You should not Dragon Dance. But it kills me. I was like, a D-Dance +1 from a Solid Dance killed me at Earthgate. That does not compute. And he gets the Mossy Boost, and I said, okay, Cradilly, I need you coming here. I need you to soak up some hits from me. I need you to do stuff. And he goes for the Dragon Claw. Look how much that does to a defensive Cradilly. What? Cradilly is not taking that well. He goes for the Earthquake. Cradilly is not living here today. Does not live. And he gets a second Mossy Boost. Now I'm scared. 2 Mossy Boosts. I'm scared. I go in my Scarfter, and go for the big Brave Birding. Reckless boosted Brave Bird. He ain't living that. He might be +1, but Scarfter is max speed. Scarf everything. No, goes into Snorlax. I didn't want to stay with a Snorlax. Scarfter can't deal with that. I know this thing's run Ice Punch sometimes. And he goes to Rock Slide. Good thing I switched out. Kling Kang soaked up that hit. I go for the Gear Grind. I only get 2 hits with a Gear Grind, but it does a decent chunk. I was pretty much impressed. First time using Kling Klang. Impressed by power output. But he goes for the power punch. I was like, you serious, Dad? I said, I don't want none of that. Volt switch out. Don't want to take none of more of that damage. I'll go right back into Star After. But he predicts this. and goes for the rock slide. I was like, oh, Scar After. No. You beast. Scar After, why you die so? I was like pretty upset. He's kind of like wrecking my team right now. And I need Hatchers to put in some work. You need to work overtime, Hatchers, right now. Team, I'm putting the team in your back. And I go ahead knowing that this Fergus is coming out. And then we'll waste any more time with a Snorlax. So I go straight for the superpower. And that Fergus is eating that up. I know that special attack, special defense is bulky, but I think he may have that in max defense. Maybe assault vested. Who knows? We can predict all day, but we don't know. Maybe I have to ask Johnathan about that, but that took that way too well. I'll go back into my Kling thinking I could hit him with a gear grind, and he goes into his glide score, predicting that. I go for the gear grind, and it avoids the attack. I was like, you serious? Kling? You serious, dude? You gonna do this to me? I was like, oh man, and I was like, I was not feeling this match after Kling went down. I went in the chestnut, I was not feeling it. I was like, ugh, do whatever, man, do whatever. I just gave up at this point. I know. So I try to set up on him, go for the leech seed, he goes for poison, exchange setup for setup. You know the drill. And he sets up his leech seed. I set up my he set up his poison. I realized at this point I'm a bit faster than him, and he realizes that too, and he switches out his Florgus. And I was like, this thing again. I was like, I like seeing it, but it's causing me so much trouble. This whole match. And I'm missing things, and things are just not going my way. He sets up a wish. I was like, who is he going to wish past this shit to? I go in thinking for a leech seed. Not the best play in my part, because I know he was going to pass the switch off to somebody. Should have gone for the damage, but I don't think Seed Bomb was going to do that much if Hatchers didn't do that much for superpowered. So I went into that mindset, and I went for the more supportive mode instead of the Seed Bomb. So I go for the Seed Bomb here, thinking, see how much it does. It must do too. Snorlax comes in, gets a wish pass off, does a decent chunk. I was like, oh, right. I go for the leech seed. At this point, poison's just screwing me over. Everything just screwing me over here. I go. He gets hit with that rocky helmet damage. Thankfully I don't get paralyzed because I'm poisoned, but I prefer to paralyze at this point than the poison, basically. And the poison is going to almost take out Chestnut, and he was like, oh, you serious, dude? You're not dead yet? I was like, bulky Chestnut, dude. So I know this. I go for the low sweep, predicting he would stay in so I can be faster and when Chestnut dies, and I could go into somebody to revenge it, like Hatchers. At this point in time, I wanted to just outrage his whole rest of his team with a Hatchers, but Flogris was just in the back saying, want none of that, boy. So this is my last mon. I can't lock myself into outrage, which is my strongest move and the best move at this point. You have Florgus State that does nothing to Florgus. That's absolutely immunity to Florgus. I was like, ugh. So I gotta go for the poison jab. That's the best move I could go for right now. In my Armada, I can't go for the Earthquake because he has Glide Score. Can't go for the Outrage because he has this. And Superpower wouldn't be wise to lock myself into because that just lowers my attack and defense, making me die faster. So this is the end of the match right here. It's a slow, painful demise by Glide Score. You are the bane of my existence. Remember this. I will find the person who made that set, and I will stab a knife down his throat. I'm just joking, guys. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for watching the battle. It's pretty much over at this point in time. We're just going through the motions. I want you to rate, comment, subscribe, share the video, share it all over the world, share it to all those big YouTube pages. I want to fight Shofu one of these days. That's one of my goals. Fighting Shofu and fighting MBZ. Those are the two people on my main chopping block list. I really want to do that. But as again, leave some comments in the comment section below. I'm going to read those. Please leave comments, and I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. Peace out.